Hey, there's two questions that I've always wondered about Social Security, and I really never knew the answer and actually never looked for the answer, but today I looked it up to see exactly where the money goes. Well, first, the money they take from you goes into the general fund. It goes in a fund to pay the bills, the day-to-day expenses of the U.S. government. It buys everything from F-35 fighter planes to furniture polish for the White House. All kinds of things. It also goes for foreign aid and foreign wars. And man, have we ever been involved in that. I don't think I remember a time we weren't in a war since Vietnam. And we lose them. So it's kind of like money wasted. I don't think it's a good idea at all. But they seem to be pretty adamant about being involved in these wars. I mean, we jumped right from Afghanistan into Ukraine. Even though we're not really in the war, we're in the war. That's a bad thing, and it's paid out of the general fund, which is where your Social Security money you pay right now goes. The other big question is, where does the money come from that they pay you with? Well, it's supposed to come out of the general fund, and most of it does, but there's also a deficit now. So the deficit is supposed to come from the Social Security Trust Fund. Well, the Social Security Trust Fund should be named the Social Security Slush Fund. It's the excess dollars that were paid into Social Security but not used. So there's no such thing as unused funds in the U.S. government. These guys promptly figured out a scheme to get that money by giving IOUs, which they call bonds, to Social Security Trust Fund and take the money. So there's no money in the Social Security Trust Fund. It's just a big jar full of IOUs from the federal government. So they're essentially borrowing from themselves to use the money for something else. It's kind of ridiculous. Certainly no ethics in it, but you wouldn't expect that, would you? So what happens? In 2034, they claim, we're going to run out of money and you'll only get 80% of your benefits. That'll be the 80% they collect day to day. It won't be the trust fund because the trust fund won't exist. It will actually exist, but it's going to be full of IOUs from a country that can't pay its debt because it owes $33 trillion today and probably $50 trillion by 2034. These guys are spending fools. They say a fool and his money are soon parted. Well, what happened is they passed that down to you. A citizen and his money are soon parted. This is JR, the Texpat, OTG, saying thanks for watching. And hey, take care of that wallet. They're after it.